Yo, what's up, y'all? It's another mellow video. Today's video might be pretty short. This might be about 8 to 7 minutes. Um, right? It's not gonna be a story time. We will get back to the story times later. But don't ask where I got that from. This video is talking about an album. 3 specific albums. Obviously, if you've been on the internet in the past 2 to 3 days, you know Drake dropped 3 albums. Not just his highly anticipated album Iceman, but 2 albums that come with it, which we'll get to in a second. Right? I listened to all 3 in the past 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just wanted to give my 2 cents in this bitch because Thursday we talked about I'm not sure how to feel about it. Right? Iceman itself I give a 7.5, right? You know, we'll get to all the features in a minute, not fully in depth, but like just talking about it. And the pros is like, let's say this, Drake did a good job, like always, pretty decent job. I would say a decent job, not an overly good job, right? A lot of people have been saying the album's mid. A lot of people have had a lot of good and bad to say about the album. It's gotten some mixed reviews, a lot of good, a lot of bad, but that's how Drake goes, right? Drake has always had people criticize his albums ever since he's been on the map, right? I think the thing with this album is that, like, first of all, 3 albums in one night, in one specific date, at midnight is very crazy. I feel like, obviously, he owed his label 3 albums, if the people know that. So he needed to give those 3 albums so he could get released from his record deal. With that being said, Iceman itself wasn't that bad. The features did great. Shout out to Molly Santana. Molly, I rock with Molly as somebody who listens to the underground. She's no longer really underground now, but I like that she was featured, and I'm surprised him and Future settled their disputes, because if you remember the whole Kendrick Drake thing, obviously Future played a part in that. But the only critique is that, like, the disses were kind of crazy. The disses were cool, but like, I swear that made up a lot of this shit. Him dissing somebody, and it's like, damn, my nigga, I'm just trying to hear the music. And some of these features, good God, good fucking God, my God, oh shit. And we'll get to that in a very second. But I'll give Iceman a 7.5. Nowhere near Drake's best work, but it was definitely, for the rollout to be this big, for the whole ice statue around Toronto, for him freezing the fucking CN Tower, for him literally dropping What Did I Miss damn near a year ago. I thought this album was going to be better. I listened to it twice. I did 2 full listens, chat. I did 2 full listens. And for him to drop 43 songs across 3 albums in one night, I'd say, like, the best song on Iceman is probably Ran to Atlanta, Drake, Future, Molly Santana, and then Remember Me was cool, Make Them Pay was cool, Jenny Shut the Fuck Up was cool, and then, what's the 5th one? Like, did I say Make Them Pay? Make Them Pay, Janice, Ran to Atlanta, Whisper My Name, and then, like, Make Them Remember, and also Too Hard for the Radio was cool. The others were, but like, yeah, I give it a 7.5. And now we get to Maid of Honor. Jeez. Moment of silence, because in my opinion, I'm gonna take the fucking hat off for a second. That shit was ass. I'm not gonna sit here and defend him and defend Drake. I love Drake to death, but that shit was trash. That's what I'm saying. Iceman itself felt like a real deal album. Habibti, and we'll get to that in a second, and Maid of Honor felt like throwaway albums. Obviously, y'all, if you listen to music, you know what a throwaway album is. It just felt like something a fucking leaker would find and say, oh, okay, this is just some throwaway shit. I can see why this shit didn't make the cut. Like, a brother in Christ, it was bad. I'd give it a 4.5, if not a 4. Now y'all can say I'm dogging it. Maybe I need to listen to it a third time, because I listen to all 3 albums twice to see what I can see. Right? I wasn't up at 12 a.m. listening to these shits, but when I woke up, listened to Iceman and listened to Made of Honor and listened to BB, I took 2 rundowns, and the best song on the shit was Q&A. Q&A was actually pretty decent. The rest, my question is, the features could have been better here. Stunna Standy, okay. Sandy, how would say her name? Cool, right? Sexy Red, jeez. I don't know. Like, I know Drake has songs that are advertised for the club. I know he has songs that advertise towards that. But my nigga, that's all this shit sound like. It sound like some shit you'd hear in the club and you see shorties throwing ass to. Especially a Sexy Red feature, my nigga. Why is Sexy Red on a Drake album, bro? But that's really the only major complaint I have. And then a BT as well. It's like, I don't know, man. So much music that can be processed, that has to be processed. And Habibti, I give it a 6, 5.5 at the lowest. It just felt like a lot, bro. A lot of music that, like, I get it, bro. I get it. Like I said, you can give Iceman an 8, okay? Iceman, maybe another listen, bro. Maybe another listen could be an 8. It wasn't horrible. The other 2, though, like I said, it felt like throwaway albums. It felt like stuff like a fucking leaker would find. That's not stuff. That's some vaulted songs, bro. That's just some songs that probably don't make the cut. Especially the Drake standards, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. But, like I said, kind of short video today. You know, we'll get back to story times next episode. But I just had to talk about that because very big day in music. And also, if I want me to talk about the Lucky album, Drugs Were Bad, let me know, because I'm a big Lucky fan. For real, I love Lucky. Lucky helped me through a lot of things. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it personally. You know, Drake did what he had to do to an extent, right? It just felt like especially Made of Honor felt like a throwaway. Like, bro, what is this? Like, we waited so long for you to drop an album, Lonely on Yourself. It's been 3 years, okay? Sexy Songs for You was technically a collab album with P&D. So Drake on his own hasn't made an album, like, not on his own, but like just with a couple features since For All the Dogs. And For All the Dogs was very good in my opinion. But yeah, it's been 2 to 3 years, bro, and it disappointed me a little bit. Drake could have snapped harder, bro, but he gets held to a higher standard. That's just how I felt like. Like, compared to the Drake that we've heard before, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. That's all I have to say. But that's it for today's video. Love y'all always, you know. Next video, maybe a story time, maybe another album talk. You know, I haven't done a music oriented video in a minute, so like we want to get back to that. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on the album. Some people really like them, some people don't. It just depends how you feel about Drake, as well as just how you feel about the production. But yeah, it's Mellow, and see y'all later, man.